When this thing finally showed up, it's got some really wonky weight to it. I'm hoping that's like the box inside of a box, but we'll see. Alright, so this thing got lost in transit somewhere. So it's only about a day late, which isn't bad. I've had stuff that got lost where it was like I ordered the last one and it just never showed up. I called, complained. Oh wow, this is a huge box for a much smaller box. So hopefully the other box is in decent shape. But this is the problem, guys, with some of this stuff on Amazon. Is the last one that I ordered was in a really good box. So it was in a box that like fit this box by like, an inch or a half an inch. So, but I think they just always get trashed. So you can see right here, it has tried to go through the box. Now some of this is probably not exactly their fault because the company doesn't design their packages very well. So we've got some damage here on the box, and it looks like it's been taped twice, which concerns me. Which means that it's a return. It's been taped twice, unless they do that at the factory. We have a rip in the box right here. So I just really hope this isn't somebody else's frickin' return. They seem to be really doing that a lot on a lot of things. Now, the one thing I'll say, you can see the tape has a color to it, and that color looks pretty consistent to me. In fact, the marks look like, so they may have double taped it at the factory. The marks kind of look the same. It looks like they used, so I don't think, I'm hoping Amazon didn't retape it. Okay. So let's go get that one. We'll see. I'm just hoping, because I mean, like when it comes to a lot of this stuff, man, I just haven't had good luck with Amazon. And I actually ordered the Notos, so that should be here tomorrow. I asked the driver. I said, is it a bad idea to order stuff like on Saturdays? And he said it just depends. He said they have a whole bunch of new idiots. He said jackasses. He was a nice guy, but he didn't have anything nice to say about the people at the warehouses. I was like, okay. All right. That looks kind of used. Damn. Boy, look at that. You'd think they would figure out a way to make it where they had a little bit more room in here so this thing won't come crashing through the end. It just kind of looks a little funky to me, but maybe I'm just being overly concerned. What I really do like about this one is they give you the extra rings. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't think somebody has pulled that fill port out of there. Now, there were supposed to be 2 magazines in these boxes, but I only have 1. But the listing doesn't show 2. But everybody that reviewed this thing said it came with 2. So I was kind of confused, and I think that it just comes with 1. So let's see. Now, I'm a little bit skeptical on this because it's really plastic fantastic, but there's nothing else in this price range with that pressure and that kind of feet per second. Even the Notos isn't even close to that. So, but I think the Notos is probably much nicer made. So let me put this on the tripod here. Just open this up the rest of the way. And my excellent filming skills. So, my detective skills tell me this thing could be used. We don't know. Oh, there's another magazine right here. Awesome. Okay. It feels really light. Wow. So, let me pull this out of here. We do have the silicate packets, which a lot of times people would probably neglect to get in there if they repacked it. So that's another good thing. Okay. It is empty, which looks normal. I see no real fingerprints or anything on it like I did on the thing. Here's some oil right here that somebody probably would have wiped off. Oh, that's pretty smooth. That is a goofy ass trigger. What's going to be nice for me is I'm left-handed. I do like that I don't have to mess with the safety every single time. See a little bit of oil here. The trigger. This is the first thing everybody bitches about this particular unit. Yeah, it is pretty bad. But I don't know why they did that. But if you're pulling it with like your little pinky, man, it is weird. Boy. Okay, so now if I'm shooting though, I'm like this. It is probably 8 pounds. Most of them aren't like that, so I guess I get it. I watched the videos, I was like, God, these people are just whining. But it is pretty bad. Now, my wife thinks it was pretty funny, so I think she'll get a kick out of it. But it is a pretty shitty ass trigger compared to even my Hatsan AirTags. And I mean, those are cheap. Let me see here. Okay. It doesn't really break away. It might be different when there's air in it. I don't know. Are these rails on the top plastic or metal? They're plastic. So it's possible somebody used it before, but I don't think so. No. And I understand I need to put a moderator on here because this thing is very loud, so I printed some. So let's go take a look. Okay, I'm very skeptical of this thing because the way that it goes in here, I just don't like it. It was like, what is to keep that from coming out? Now, supposedly, you're supposed to have it cocked and safety on. Now, this thing here, I don't remember which one's what. So you get a fan. Pumping up or not. thing scares me. They put the fucking gauge where you gotta look at the end of the barrel. So what time is it? It is 4:35. I don't know how this thing could possibly stay in here. I'm telling you, man, this thing fucking worries me like you wouldn't fucking believe. So we're gonna go from the yellow all the way to the top of the green, I guess. What? It just seems sketchy. I wish they'd have these like just screwed in. Now I upgraded my power supply on mine because it was overheating. Now I'm going to check for leaks and stuff like that too. I don't know what this thing reads. Megapascal, MP, A. Okay, so it's just shy of 5 minutes. And that is at 40, no, at 10, 20 MPa and 3,000 PSI on that. Yeah. So, yeah, it took about 4 or 5 minutes to fill this one. I filled a big, huge paintball tank, and it took a long time. So from what I understand now, let's go there and lead off the pressure. I don't understand how this fill port thing works. How the hell does this thing actually work? It's crazy. Like, it somehow goes in there and like doesn't blow out. It's pretty wild. I'm just gonna probably leave it in my pump because where else do I need it, you know? Jeez. I don't like having to look at the end of the barrel though. The tank is warm. Yeah, it's warm. That took quite a while. I didn't think it would take that long. So this does work, but I spent $44 on this thing. Now, I'm getting ready to probably go fire it as soon as she gets home, but right now, I want to go get the moderator that I made. Okay. So here's one of them. And one of them actually screws on. The shorter one screws on. And they both are designed to supposedly slip onto the end of this thing. So we will see. It'd be funny if the fucking thing just blows right off the end. It's a little scary that that barrel got that hot. The fill tube. But there's a cover on the end of here and it's kind of loose. So this is what it's going to look like with the moderator on it. So we'll have to see how well it does. Turn this printer off. So from what I understand, it's going to be pretty loud. So It doesn't look like it's been used. Hopefully it's not a piece of crap. There's a lot of, mixed reviews on stuff on Amazon. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll post another video when I get a chance to go outside with it. I really don't want to fiddle with it right now while the kids are in the house. I mean, they're old enough to behave, but just, yeah, I'm going to wait till she gets home.